Near my hometown, there is a place called Sinks Canyon. Now, they call it Sinks Canyon because it's a canyon with a giant sinkhole in it. Now, the sinkhole will swallow an entire river in a matter of seconds. It's actually a really impressive sight, though be it not a very original name for a canyon. However, if you continue up the canyon beyond the sinks, there is a place where the road ends and it turns into switchbacks that ascend the mountain. And there's some very nice lakes, and there's some very nice places and hiking, and there's all kinds of stuff to do up there, and it's actually really nice. But at the base of the switchbacks, where the road ends, there's a parking lot, and that's where our story is going to start. My father and I had gone up to the top of the sinks to go for a short afternoon hike, and at this parking lot, there's a trailhead that will lead to a waterfall and a pond, and it's a nice little afternoon hike. Kill a couple hours, burn some energy, get out of the house. My father and I, we did our thing, and we came back down, and we were loading up into the truck. And I had noticed that in the vehicle next to ours, there was a bee trapped, trying to get out. He's sitting there bouncing on the glass, trying to get out. And me, being the 7-8-year-old jerk kid that I was normally a good kid, but I really don't like bees. Or I didn't appreciate them. I started tapping on the window, and I started verbally, teasing this bee, like, you're trapped in the car, you can't get out, just being a jerk. And my father sees me being a jerk, and he promptly informs me that I should stop. And I should stop for the reasons that there's this bee trapped in a car, and all he wants to do is go out and live his life collecting pollen, making honey, and that's all he wants. But instead he's trapped in some infernal man-made contraption. And to boot, I'm tapping on some stranger's car, and that I should probably, not touch things that don't belong to me. So I stop, we load up in the car, and we're driving down the canyon on our way back home. And we're probably halfway home by now, and all of a sudden, I feel this burning sensation from my chest. And I freak out. I start thrashing about in the vehicle, and my father, is quite panicked at, his child thrashing about, screaming. And I rip off my shirt, and lo and behold, there's a honeybee stuck on the front of my shirt. And he had stung me. Well, my father is a very loving father, but very unsympathetic to stupid. He quickly, in jest, knowing that I'm going to live, suggests that this bee has used his little antennae to, or is it a tanny? It's a tanny. It's a tanny. He uses his little antennae to send out a signal, call his little bee friends, and have them attack me. This was my first lesson in karma, and it has stuck with me throughout my entire life. You shouldn't be a jerk. You should appreciate nature for doing its thing. And you shouldn't be a jerk. So anyway, that's the vlog for the day. It's April 10th. You guys have a great night. Cheers.